Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a couple months. I have no excuses. I'm really sorry. So I'm just gonna try to do my best to film a video today of everything that I've bought for the last couple months. This is my end of the year 2023 manga haul. I bought volumes 3 and 4 of Cinderella Closet, and I'm sure I mentioned it in a haul, like a prior haul video, romance between a girl and a guy who cross-dresses, who, you know, tries to help her find love, and he probably inadvertently falls in love with her. So boom. We have The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent, volume 8. Like I say every haul, I really like it. It's cute. It has kind of gotten a little slow. I really don't know. No, I'm still here for the journey. I don't really think this is a manga per se, called the Horimiya 100-page memorial book. So it does have a lot of the art for Horimiya and some little comics that they made, and it's really cute. So if you're a Horimiya fan, this is definitely something you want to add to your collection. So next we have a cute romance called She's My Knight, and he's always been popular since he was born, and then he meets this girl who he thinks is way cooler and collected and everything than he is. He ends up falling in love with her, but now he has that ego of how can he like someone who is cooler than him. So we have In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, volume 6. Every haul I'm like, this is one of my favorite shoujos right now. So cute, I love it. We have The Legendary Vampire Knight 19. When it was out, I never like bought the whole series, and that part of me wants to like complete it after this whole time. So I think I'm only missing 17, 18 now because they were out of print, and then all of a sudden this came back in print. So I bought it. We all know Vampire Knight. I don't need to explain as to why it was problematic and yada blah blah blah. This is called Past the Monster Milady, volume 1. I loved it. This is so cute. It's about a noblewoman who's kind of like an outcast because she loves to eat monster meat, and she knows how to prepare it in a way that it's like not toxic to humans, but it's frowned upon by everyone. Like everyone thinks it's barbaric, they're like you could get sick from eating it, so they're all like she's a weirdo. And then she meets this guy, and of course he's the Duke, because when is he not the Duke? And he is known for, you know, being a strong warrior Duke who kills strong monsters, and he falls in love with her at first sight. Probably he kills these monsters for her so that she could cook them. What a cute relationship. We have The Apothecary Diaries, volume 10, and I'm so happy that it's getting the recognition it deserves, especially with the anime. And yeah, I don't have to explain much because I've been also explaining this every haul, but I definitely think you should check it out. The Skull Dragon's Precious Daughter, volume 3. I think I explained it in another video too. She was raised by a dragon who died but then came back to life, and now he's with her, and he can't be there with her forever, but he wants to make sure she's happy. So we got Love of Kill, volume 13. It's still going. We have Fiancé Chosen by the Ring, volume 5. I've talked about it with every haul, that he kind of just tossed his ring, and whoever it ended up on he'd marry, and then boom, but then he ends up really loving her, and it's really cute. So, though I am an inept Villainess, I have to read it because I can't, it's such a long title. Tale of the Butterfly Rat Body Swap in the Maiden Court. This is volume 4. If you're into court drama, boom. I never talked about this before, but this is one of my favorite shoujo mangas, and it's finally in the print form because I would read it online. It's called Nina the Starry Bride. It's volume 1 and 2. I just love it so much. If you like things like Akatsuki no Yona or Prince Freya especially, I think. She looks like the recently deceased princess priestess and takes her spot, takes her place, and ends up being embroiled in the political turmoil. Of course, there's the main romance, but there is a bit of a love triangle, and honestly, when that love triangle pops up, I just love it so much. It's just so good. So I definitely recommend this if you like dramatic shoujo mangas. Ooh, this is another good shoujo manga. It's called Ogami Can't Keep It In, and I have volumes 1 and 2. So she's a pervert, and whoever he touches just blurts out their thoughts, and she just wants to get to know him. But then when she finds out about this quirk, it's like if they hold hands or something, her perverted thoughts are just gonna come out. So it's a really funny rom-com. I definitely recommend it. Really cute. Of course there's some drama, but it's funny. I recommend it. It's cute. And the main guy is just something else. See, every time there's an isekai, I can't. The do-over damsel conquers the dragon emperor. It's one of those that's based off a web novel. Those isekais where she lived her life, sucked ass, she went back, and now she's like, I'm not gonna live like that. And she meets this emperor who's like feared when he's really a dork, and proposes to him, and then it starts this whole thing. So another one of those. Yes, I didn't expect this to be translated, but this is How I Met My Soulmate, and it's the same artist as Waiting for Spring. Takes place in college. She just wants to find love. Meets this guy who's trying to look for his brother by dressing up as his brother to see if he could gather any intel from if someone would approach him thinking that he's his brother. He was wrong, but they ended up becoming friends. And then of course there's the childhood crush or childhood first love, or from high school that shows up again and is a prominent character as well, which I think is really cute. Like the whole dynamic is funny. But yeah, she's growing as a person, and he's also growing as a person in the sense that has this implied player history, and it seems like she's going to be the first one that makes him sincerely love someone. And you know, I think it's super cute, and the art is beautiful. So this is Yakuza Lover. I don't even know what's going on anymore. So we got Toilet Bound Hanaku-kun, volume 19. We have Cross-Dressing Villainess, Cecilia Sylvie, volume 5. And it gets pretty good now. Like, the story's going, and I'm just loving it. I'm eating it up. We have Gap Papa volume 3. So cute if you just want to decompress and not think about any drama. Boom. Alright, you don't understand how excited I was to see that this was made into an anime and that this was gonna get printed in English, and it's just so cute. Probably heard of it by now. The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl. And he literally is a Yuki Onna, which is like those demons that summon blizzards, or they have this like affinity with snow and ice. So whenever he gets flustered, it's like, of course, there's like a blizzard in the office. He looks cool, but he's actually like the biggest, cutest dork. His coworker is real cool, like actually cool, and he kind of just has the biggest crush on her, but then also she might actually like him back. So it's really cute. I love it. Definitely recommend this. Mr. Villain's Day Off, volume 1 and 2, where he's a villain and he does things on his day off, and sometimes he runs into like these Power Ranger characters who are also on their day off, and it's really funny. So I also recommend it. We have the Dragon King's Imperial Wrath, and then there's the extra part called Falling in Love with the Bookish Princess of the Rat Clan, and I really like this manga from the very get-go. It's just the Dragon King, and they want him to get married, and they got all the clans from all the, you know, other zodiac animals, and no one thinks the rat is going to, you know, be anything because they're mad weak. Turns out she's actually his soulmate. So boom, I really like it. The art is beautiful. If you like fantasy type set in Asia, I definitely recommend this manga. This is Last Game, volume 3, and these two have been childhood friends / rivals their whole life, and it's kind of about their transition from rivals to friends to lovers, and of course, but they're both dense, and that's why the story gets dragged on for so long. I don't know, it holds a special place in my heart. You could slowly see them recognize their feelings for each other, growing together, and all that, and I just love it. It's so cute. I definitely recommend it. But if you don't like things dragging out because they're both dense, maybe not. So, but it's cute. I'm so happy that this got animated, and I know I talked about it in the last video haul, but this is Sign of Affection Volume 7. Read it, watch it, it's so beautiful. I love it. I don't have to say anything. I said it every video because I think one volume has come in every video. So, boom. Call the Name of the Night, Volume 3. Very magical. The art is beautiful. I think I mentioned it before, so I'm not going to go into it. The Dragon Knight's Beloved, Volume 6. Those kind of dragging out. I don't know what the drama is, but I'm still here because it's kind of hard for me to leave. This is A Condition Called Love, Volume 5. I think it's going to get animated, or has it already been animated, but The King's Beast, Volume 11. His Majesty, the Demon King's Housekeeper, Volume 5. Bite Maker, Volume 9. So if you're into Omega verse stuff, is it toxic? Hell yeah, every Omega verse thing is toxic, so. We have Sugar Apple Fairy Tale Volume 2, which I realized a long time ago I read a manga that was adapted from the novel, but this is a different artist, so I think they just decided to redo it, I guess, and maybe go further. I don't know. It's okay. As long as it goes further. This is also animated and very cute. Honey Lemon Soda Volume 4, another shoujo manga that's still going strong. I don't even really know what's happening anymore. It's kind of like very high school drama-esque. What else is there? Skip and Loafer Volume 8, Special One Volume 4. We have Like a Butterfly Volume 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure I talked about this shoujo manga. It's so cute. She's this flower on a mountain type of character. She's so pretty. No one approaches her, but she's really kind of normal. Develops a crush on this boy, and he is just quiet, strong, normal character. Like, very wholesome. Another high school romance if that's what you're into. We have A Tale of the Secret Saint Volume 4. This is Me and My Beast Boss Volume 2 if you're into furries. It's really cute. She's just trying her best to be like his assistant, and he's a lion, so like everyone's scared of him, and lion of course at the top of that chain, and everyone is scared of them, and they can't really fight that natural instinct, so he's kind of like a loner, but he's a sweet guy. I don't know, it's just so cute. Just read it. Thank you. The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess Volume 8, where the romance is kind of advancing but still at a snail's pace, and again, I don't know why I'm here for the ride, but I'm already 8 volumes deep, so I just gotta keep going. I love this one. The Villainess stands the heroes, playing the antagonist to support her faves. And yeah, just love it. She got her fave to be on her side without even her realizing it. She's just playing the bad guy so that the story goes the way it does, but it's very not serious, more so comedy, kind of romance. I like it. I read the light novels that it was based off of, but it's called Hi, I'm a Witch and My Crush Wants Me to Make a Love Potion. So it continues the story. I talked about it before. This guy asked her to make him a love potion. Is it really for him? But she thinks it's for him. But is it really? And then it starts their little journey together to the point that he is just asking her to make multiple love potions just to have a reason to see her again. So I have Tamon's B-Side Volume 1. She is a housekeeper because she wants to get the merch of her favorite idol. Somehow she ends up there at his place to be his housekeeper, and realizes that his personality is quite different from his idol personality. If you like rom-coms, idol romances, baboom. Mint Chocolate Volume 9, Lovesick Ellie Volume 12, Cheeky Brat Volume 8. I thought it was done publishing, so that's why I bought all of them. But it turns out I was wrong. So here's LDK Volume 21, 22. This has just too much drama, so if you're not into pain, do not read this. It is a high school romance. The Weakest Tamer Began a Journey to Pick Up Trash Volume 4. This is Sakura Saku. I kind of avoided it because the author does a good job at making my heart hurt, so I was just straight up scared. But this author is known for making very like heart, not wrenching, but like you feel stuff. And and it's another high school romance because that's what she's good at. She also did Blue Spring Ride and Strobe Edge. So she pretty much gets help from a guy and finds out that there's a boy in her school, like that's his older brother. So when she asks him to pass note for her, a drama ensues. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like I'm not ready to feel again with this type of genre of romance. Now this is the opposite of like good high school romance story. Like this was pure toxicity. Wolf Girl and the Black Prince volume 4 and 5. Why do I buy it? Because it was just also one of those that I grew up reading. Like I do reread it from time to time. Is it a good example of what a relationship should be like? No. Even the ending, I was like, even looking back on it now, I was just like, how did I read through this with the male lead being the way he is? I don't know. But if you like toxic rom-coms with lots of drama, like there's always some type of drama, this is the manga for you. We got Love and Heart volume 9. Not much to say if you like your underage. My girlfriend's child, high schoolers, she got pregnant, he's there to support her. But of course, like family things that come and like the drama that comes and the reality that comes with raising a kid as a high schooler. So if you like angst and drama, boom. So this is When I Became a Commoner. They broke off our engagement. I read it, and when I find out how it goes, I'm kind of just like, I just want to see her happy, so that's why I'm here. Pretty much she was raised in a noble household, but she doesn't look like anyone else. But she was raised with them, and then this fairy had switched her at birth with another girl. Of course, this girl shows up, and they just like throw her as if none of that whole time passed like mattered. What was that? So I'm like, I don't like the family, so we'll see. Of course, there's probably some guy that comes in to save her. So we have Subakicho Planet, Lonely Planet volume 5. Again, I do love this romance. It is an age gap though, so if you're not into that, stay away from this. It was on sale for Christmas, so I bought volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Marmalade Boy. If you know it, you know it. Something's Wrong with Us, Sakura Colored Verse, volume 17. Lots of drama, mystery, romance. We got Yakuza Fiancé, volume 5 and 6, also known as Reis wa Tanin ga Ii. I love this, even though he's super toxic, but like he's kind of like, not kind of like, no, he's like, he is obsessed with her, and she's just like, so it's not a typical romance, but I do love it. So What He Who Doesn't Believe in Fate Says, volume 3, where she's been looking for her true love, and then one day she wakes up and that red string of fate appears, and it's attached to her childhood friend, and boom. I have volumes 1, 2, and 3 of I'm Giving the Disgraced Noble Lady a Rescued Crash Course in Naughtiness. Whew. I'll spoil her with delicacies and style to make her the happiest woman in the world. It's cute, where he's a sorcerer and they thought he's a demon lord, and he just wants to live by himself in the forest. And of course he meets this girl who, it seems like she was one of those like just came out of the engagement with her fiance. She got thrown out of the kingdom, and you don't really, she probably didn't do anything wrong, but he runs into her in that situation. Like, no, I'm going to make her the happiest woman in the world, and I'm gonna like teach her how to gain confidence, make them eat their words, and it's cute. So I think it's also an anime. Love's in Sight, volume 4 and 5, where he is a tough looking dude, and she's blind, and it's about their romance, and I just love it. It's so cute. I just am a sucker for this. I have The Red Thread, volume 1. It's one of those like they were together in their past life, met again in high school in a different life. They have these strong emotions when they meet each other, but they don't know yet. So we got My Love Mix-Up, volume 9, another boy's love. We got Rose and Blood, volume 5, vampires. I have Heart Gear, volume 2. I don't know, it's not really romancy, but it is the last human girl living on the planet. It was raised by, robots, or gears, they're called gears. And she meets this combat gear which they're just programmed for combat, and he makes it his base program to be like to protect her, and I just love that. And the art is great. Kind of glad that it's finally translated now. The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, Volume 7. Another manga that was turned into an anime. She's just living with this big cat, and he kind of just like, can you please take care of yourself? Because that you surviving is going to help me survive. And then it's just kind of like their daily life. I love it. I always rave about this. Is it romance? No, but it is called The Geek X Hitman, and it's a hitman who's turned into an otaku, but of course his old syndicate is going after him still, and you just meet a bunch of these colorful characters of assassins that have these little quirks. We got Blue Lock Volume 9. We got Spy Family Volume 10. Spy Family, the official guide, Eyes Only Classified. Another one of those kind of like guidebooks. You can see some art. Cool, because I do like Spy Family like that. So, got Tokyo Aliens Volume 5. We have The Case Study of Vanitas Volume 10. We have Mission Yozakura Family Volume 7 and 8. We have Undead Unluck Volume 14 and 13, or 13 and 14. We have Dororo and Hyakimaru Volume 6. We have Oshinoko Volume 4. I don't know if I'm going to keep collecting this, but we'll see. We have Kaiju number 8, Volume 8 and 9. Still good shonen manga, definitely recommend. I think it's getting turned into a anime, so we'll see how that goes. We have Frieren Volume 9, and I'm so happy that it's also getting the recognition that it finally deserves, especially with the anime. It's just so beautiful, and I love the characters, and I love the story, and it was like one of the first like few mangas that in the first chapter I was like bawling my eyes out. We have Spy Family, The Family Portrait. This is a novel. Yeah, so it's like a bunch of short stories that's not written by the author of Spy Family, but I think it's still cute. We have My Dress Up Darling Volume 10. I have Colorless Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's kind of like this post-apocalyptic type of thing where Earth was changed, all the color in the world is gone, and everyone became mutated. No one looks human no more. So there's an investigator who is trying to hunt down like the world's last like bits of color, and he meets this girl who might be the key to bringing the color back. And the girl straight up just woke up and like realized the world was destroyed, and she is not mutated, she's completely normal. So I just love that type of concept. Very cool. We've got Obey Me, the comic. If you've played the phone game, you definitely recognize these characters, where it's a school and then there's the 7 demon brothers who are all based off the 7 deadly sins. And yeah, I guess your character is a sheep, so that's funny. We have Momo Volume 6 and 7. I don't know, but I'm here. So you don't know how happy I was to see they mass released The First Night with the Duke Volume 1, 2, and 3, and I was so happy because I straight up reread it like in one sitting again, just because I really love this webtoon. It's so cute. So she got isekai, of course, because when did they not? And was like, oh, I really love this character, and he's like the Duke, and yeah, he was like the main character of the original story. She just wanted to see a glimpse of him, got super drunk, ended up spending a night with him, like a one-night stand. He tried to leave. He was like, what the hell? No, because now how she won his heart, you could read for yourself. But now he's like obsessed with her. He fell in love with her. It's like over for her. No way she's gonna get out of it. Just a really cute webtoon. Art is beautiful. Just love it so much. The Dark Moon, another webtoon. It sounds mad cheesy. There's a bunch of dudes, and it turns out they're vampires, and this girl shows up. What in the Wattpad? I feel like I eat this shit up, so. I have A Stepmother's March-In Volumes 1 and 2. She was a teenager, and in this era, you know, you get married off. She got married off to this gentleman who died and then left his land as well as his children. So she's like trying to raise them, trying to manage the whole estate, while being judged because she's so young. Her husband died mad old, and now she's raising these kids as their mom, even though they're like close in age. And I don't know, it's really well written, it's really beautiful, and I know like a lot of people really liked it. So we have My Gently Raised Beast, Volume 4. It was okay. I think at the end they kind of like rushed it, but meanwhile we have Who Made Me a Princess, Volume 3, the legendary Shoujo Webtoon Remarried Empress, Volume 5. Very dramatic. We have Villains Are Destined to Die, Volume 5. Also one of my favorites. I've talked about it a lot, so. Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion, Volume 5. I have Office Gods, which I never heard of. I kind of just picked it up. He's a human. Now she works in the Department of Hermes, his office, and they're all gods and goddesses, so. Oh, Love Triangle. We have the legendary Noblesse, and I don't know if I'm gonna buy the second volume. We'll see. It's in this beautiful hardcover. He's like immortal, wakes up in like modern time, now trying to like assimilate. He's just lost in the modern world. So I have this, If the Villainess and Villain Met and Fell in Love. Of course there's the extra long title on the bottom where she was all but disowned for her spirit contract, but she's still competing with her rival. I read the manga, a little cheesy. I don't know, I still liked it, so I was like, pretty much she comes from a noble family. She was shunned by her family for summoning a spirit that had no name, which is probably not true. It's probably some OP shit. Her fiance dumped her. Leia was like, oh, I like stupid girls. You're one of those characters. Like, you pretend to be nice, but you're a giant poo-poo head, so. She meets this guy, just minding his own business, doing his own thing, and they kind of form a friendship. I think will eventually become lovers, but we'll see. This is another light novel called Agents of the Four Seasons. But what happened was winter used to be the only season in the world. But you know, he got lonely, so then it made spring to love. And then after that, summer and autumn were born, and now they're all called the Agents of the Four Seasons. The Agent of Spring disappeared, and of course spring disappeared with her, kind of like Persephone. She finally managed to restore the cycle, and she sends her love to winter. So I love like stories where it's like winter and spring, or like Hades and Persephone. I don't know if it's gonna be like that, but we have Suzume, which I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, so of course I bought the light novel. And also by Makoto Shinkai. So if you liked Your Name, if you liked Weathering with You, then you'd like this one too. But I feel like this was very romance heavy compared to the other ones, but that's because I guess their relationship is the focus of the story. So we have Heaven's Official Blessing, Volume 7, My Happy Marriage, Volume 5 of the light novel. I'm the Villainess, so I'm Taming the Final Boss, Volume 7. The manga ended a lot earlier, so. The Weakest Tamer begins A Journey to Pick Up Trash, Volume 5. I have The Haunted Bookstore, Gateway to a Parallel Universe, Volume 7. If you like fantasy, mystical, bookstore, kind of romance, then boom. And we have the light novel version of A Tale of the Secret Saint, Volume 5. So that was it. I say as if I didn't go through like 50 I don't know how many volumes, but hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next video, which I hope is sooner than later. Thanks for sticking around, and yeah, bye!